So another rainy season has come and gone, and once again, a few hours of heavy rain turned the streets of our biggest city, Lagos, into rivers. I mean, we all saw the videos. Cars were submerged, people waded through waist deep water, and it's become a predictable part of our year. But guys, the truth here is that it's not just bad weather, and it's not just a drainage problem. It's actually a massive, recurring, and predictable failure of one thing that is supposed to protect us from this chaos. Guess what it is? Environmental policy. Hi, my name is Olu Folake, and welcome to day 22 of 30 Days of Policy, a series where I help you make sense of policy. Today, I want to help you understand why the flooding in Lagos State or any part of Nigeria happens and what the plan is supposed to be. Let's get cracking. To get it straight, environmental policy is the government's official plan for managing our relationship with the natural world. It covers everything from how we handle our waste and control pollution to how we plan our cities and protect ourselves from the impact of climate change. It's literally the plan to ensure that our environment, which we live in, remains livable. And so I want to use the recent Lagos floods of September and October 2025 as our case study. Stay with me. The fact here is that the Lagos State government has policies and agencies in charge of this. There are, in fact, official drainage master plans for the city. Agencies like the Lagos State Public Works Corporation, they are tasked with clearing and maintaining primary drainage channels. There's also Lagos Waste Management Authority, who has regulations and a mandate to manage the millions of tons of waste that Lagos State generates and prevent it from ending up in the gutters. There are also strict town planning laws that explicitly forbid building on drainage right of ways and natural floodplains. So, with all of this, why are there still flooding in Lagos State? Well, the simple truth is that the system is failing. The gap between the intention and the reality is wide enough to drive a boat through it. The policy failure is a complex mix of systemic issues, lax enforcement of building codes, under-resourced and sometimes corrupt agencies, and yes, the citizens' habit of dumping refuse in the very channels that are designed to protect them. And that brings me to the very core debate that gets people so angry because every time this happens, there is a temptation to call it an act of God. But guys, it is not because it's an act of man. It is the predictable result of decades of poor policy enforcement and a collective failure to treat our environment as a critical piece of infrastructure. So the real question we need to be asking ourselves is that at what point do we stop blaming the rain and start demanding accountability for the failed policies that allow the rain to drown us?